Hello guys and girls, welcome to episode 8 of my Scratch to Max series. So in this episode, what we're going to be working towards is mainly quality of life things. So we're going to work on the Bone Crusher, we're going to work on the Charming Imp, the Seedicide and Herbicide. We got the Herb Pouch in the last episode, which is great, but basically I just want to get it to the point where I can start doing some Slayer grinds and have it fairly efficient. The other thing I'd like to work towards is Divination, get that up to 28 or 26, I'm not sure which one, I'll have to check, but that gives us the rank 2 porters, which will let us bank from a distance, so it'll be great for like the Dragon task where I can just send the Dragon Bones to my bank to use with the Ectofungus later on. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm in here in Demonheim training my dungeoneering. I'm up to 34 at the moment. It's starting to get pretty difficult though. I'm using magic, which I've got level 40, but I'm using the blood spindle staff, which is level 20 staff, because I can't actually craft the higher level ones. So I'm hoping that I'll get lucky with a drop soon and get either level 30 Utuku or ideally level 40 Spine Beam one would be great. It's going to be a massive improvement, so wish me luck. So here I am outside Demonheim. I'm just looking at the rewards now. It's 34,000 tokens for the Bone Crusher, and I feel like I've been doing this for ages and I don't even have 2,500 yet. So this is going to take a while. Could get the gem bag. Maybe not quite yet. The other thing I want to do is the weapons drive me nuts. I splash so much with it, so I'm going to level my fletching to level 38, which will allow me to craft the Utuku staff. So I'm going to work on that now. There we have 38 fletching. So this was actually pretty quick, like it wasn't as bad as I thought. I decided to go from 32 to 35, I made oak shield bows and strung them. And then from 35 to 38 I made willow short bows and strung them. You can see here I have strung most of them, I just haven't these because I've just gotten the levels I need. I also got 45 wood cutting from that, which allows me to cut maple trees, which will come in handy. So I think what I'm going to do next is I have some daily challenges. I have one of them done. The other one is just a really quick thieving one. So I'm just going to do these and hand them in and see how much experience I get. Let's hand these in and see how much experience we get. Okay, so I got 1 dungeoneering level, so I'm up to 37 now, and 3 thieving levels, which is good, so I'm 31. Do we get anything from 31 thieving? We can do the feud, slug menace, troll strongholds. Okay, blackjack lure. So nothing particularly amazing, but I mean every level's good, right? I decided while I was doing dailies I might as well get my Wicked Hood and the Divine Herb Patch out of the way. So the Divine Herb Patch brought me up to level 15 farming, almost 16. And I'm able to make about 800 air runes a pop now from my Wicked Hood. So you can see here I'm up to 5,500 nearly. I also done a quick little shop, so I went to Berthope and Varrock and bought the runes out there. So I didn't buy the higher level ones out, but I bought all the basic elementals and some of the mind runes just to try and start building that up a bit. Okay, so we have made ourselves the Utuku staff, so level 30 magic staff in Demonheim. The best one I can use now is the level 40 one, which is the spindle beam or spine beam one. But I'm not high enough to craft it. I need 48 fletching, which I think I've said before, so I'm just going to see if maybe I get lucky with a drop, but I'm not going to grind out the 48 fletching just yet. So I'm going to keep going with dungeoneering for a bit to try and get some more tokens, and we'll go from there. One question I want to ask you guys is, do I want to upgrade this ring? So what I was thinking is, I can upgrade like my chance of hitting, and it's pretty cheap. It's only 135, so I think this actually would be worthwhile, because I'm going to be in here for so long, so the earlier I get this, the more XP I get, and which leads to more tokens. But I'm not really too sure. What I was thinking to do is basically just getting hit chance with magic, and then maybe the combust if I can do 2 of them, but we'll see. So just let me know down below what you guys think. There we have 41 magic, so we're slowly getting up. I think I'm going to work on magic to try and get it up to about 50 so I can get the mystic gear. And also eventually I'd like to go, well not eventually, in like a medium term goal I'd like to go for 55 magic, as that will allow me to do high alchemy, which I think would be really good for making money. I've started saving up some items to high alch, so I should get a decent amount of gold and XP from it, and I also got a load of those nature runes from killing the frogs earlier, so I've got about 200 runes worth for high alch. There we have 52 mining, so our mining's flying along. We actually get some good levels in dungeoneering. We, not 18th but high. We are getting like 1 or 2 levels with most skills. You can see like I've got some fishing levels, some mining levels. I've gotten some crafting levels in here before. My magic's gone up. Like, it's just pretty good all around. There we have a level 40 dungeoneering. So we have unlocked the ability to use the gem bag upgrade. For now, I think I'm going to go and do something else. I've been grinding this for a while, so I'm just going to mix it up a bit, and I think I'm going to go do some quests. Decided instead of starting off doing quests, I'd go and do my Slayer task, which is to kill Ankus, and I've gotten the left skull half off them, so that's pretty good. You need the 4 different pieces, so the 2 skull halves and then 2 parts of the scepter, I think, to be able to make the skull scepter, which lets you teleport into Barbarian Village. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So I might grind that in a bit. I'll see how I'm feeling. But for now, I'm just going to finish this off. On another note, the herb bag is coming in really handy. It's only gotten 4 so far, but we've only killed like 10 mobs. I know it's going to be super useful. And you can see how much coins these guys are dropping. Like, that guy just dropped 1600. So I've been here for literally like 2 minutes and I've gotten 4k. So I think I should be able to make some good gold off this Slayer task. There we have 30 Slayers, so we've now unlocked the ability to kill Pyrofiends. I'm just looking at them now on the wiki. They don't seem to be too great. They drop some adamant armor, some gold ore. Yeah, they don't seem great, to be honest. I think the Ankus are a lot better. The other thing that's really nice with the Ankus is they drop adamant arrows, which are currently the best arrows I can use for my ranged. So it'll just give me the ability to use those more while I'm training ranged, which means I should do more damage and get more XP. And that is our Slayer task complete. So I don't know how I pulled those. Oh, I've got chain. Okay. I was wondering how I pulled the other guys. And we just got level 32 Slayer off it. Awesome. So I've gone from level 28 to 32 Slayer just from this one task, and I've gone from 42 to 45 magic. So we've made some pretty huge gains there. I can superheat items now, which is not particularly useful, I don't think, for me at the moment anyway. And we could use a Law Staff, 45 Dungeoneering, 732 accuracy. It's a little bit of an upgrade, I think, but not hugely. So let's go over some of the loot I got. I got 36,000 coins, and a bit more actually, because I banked earlier and put all my coins back in, so I probably got about 40k. I got 200 adamant arrows, a bunch of mithril salvage, and a couple of battle staffs. I also got 40 death runes and 10 new logs, and a couple of rune javelins. And you can see the herbs here, nothing amazing, but I mean the 200 addy arrows are going to be really good, because I want to train range on the dragons again once I get my porters up, so I can bank the bones, and that'll definitely come in useful for that. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is progressing. There we have the Sea Slug quest complete. So I've decided, while I was doing my Slayer tasks, I'm still using cakes and they're just not really cutting it at the moment. Well, I can't speak. So what I want to do is try and level my fishing up a bit so I can start catching lobsters. It's been kind of like a long-term aim for me, like the last couple of episodes. So I'm going to work on some quests and maybe grind a little and see if I can get to 40 fishing. Okay, so I think there might be a bit of a change of plan. I've been looking at some quests, and I was looking at this quest, Evil Days, Big Day Out, and some of the rewards it gives are insane. Like 50k magic XP, 20k herblore, 20k agi and cooking. And I think I have all the requirements to do the pre-quests and this quest itself, so I'm going to work towards this and see if I can get it done, because that is like ridiculous. I nearly double my magic XP. So I'm definitely going to work towards this and see if we can get it done. There we have the Golem quest done. So this is the first quest that we need to do for Dave's Day Out. Evil Dave's Big Day Out, sorry. So you get quest points from thieving and crafting, and a magic carpet route here, which sounds kind of cool. I don't know. So up next, what this has done is it's unlocked the quest Shadow of the Storm. So we've got to do this quest, which is the next one in the chain. Here we are on the second quest, and then the magic carpet rides are actually pretty cool. It's basically just like another transport system, but I don't know, I quite like it. So I've just defeated the demon. He was pretty easy, to be honest. Like for level 84, I was destroying him with ranged because I decided to use that. Oh, my prayer's still on. And then you have to finish him off with Silverlight equipped, so that was kind of awkward because I had range gear and I was using Silverlight. But basically, it like bathes in blade and changes into Darklight, which is pretty sweet. And then you get to put the XP into a combat skill. So I'm going to put mine into magic, and I get 10,000 magic experience. I get Darklight, which is pretty cool, to be honest. Like, look at that. It's a pretty sick looking sword. So we're up to 46 magic now. Okay, so I have completed the Dimension of Disaster, but I'm kind of lost. It's the intro quest, I'm pretty sure. So let's complete Demon Slayer. Okay, so I have to complete the quest in the overworld to then be able to do this. Okay. Well, I'll start getting cracking on these then. Okay, so from what I've seen, it's basically like an alternative dimension, and it's got its own separate items and armor and all that. So I'm not going to do that quite now. It's kind of melting my brain. So I'm going to go back to working on my fishing. I'm going to go fly fishing for a little bit and then hopefully get a bit closer to 40. Here we have 40 fishing. So I decided to fish up the raw trout and salmon just east of Bavarian Village here. I used to be free to play, which you can probably tell because a lot of the spots I go for things are free to play, so there might be better pay to play places, but I just don't know them. Look at this little fella. So at 35, I unlocked the ability to get tuna. I went to Catherby and was trying there, but it was taking me so long. Like, it literally took me like 10 minutes to get 14 tuna. It just wasn't worth it. So I came back here and got these instead. From cooking them as well, I've gotten up to 36, almost 37 once I cook this batch. The salmon's actually pretty good. Like, it heals 750, so that's not bad at all. So I'll probably use that food for the meantime. I'm currently doing the Watchtower quest as I want to get my magic to 50 for the Mystic set. I could even go for some of the power armor, I guess, but 50 is definitely a big milestone for me because I want to get the Fremenic power armor for all the different 3 styles. So the first one I'm going to go for is magic, and Watchtower gives some sick magic experience. One thing I did notice though is we are on a total of 1,048,000 XP, so we have passed the 1 million XP mark, which maybe is not a lot for most people, but I'm pretty chuffed, man. I'm pretty happy with it. And there we have the Watchtower quest complete, which has brought us up to 48 magic. That is some crazy XP. 4,000 away from 49, so we don't have too much more to go. We are 13,000 away from level 50. So from this quest, we get 4 quest points, 15,000 magic, 5,000 coins, access to the Gutanot and Ogre Enclave, which is the city, and then the Watchtower teleport spell. I'm not sure how useful that'll be, but I mean, it's always nice to have extra teleports, right? So what I'm thinking of doing next is to finish my magic off to 50, I might go and do the Grand Tree and put my reward into magic. It also gives me a nice amount of agility XP, so that'd be great as well. There we have the Grand Tree complete. So this is actually a pretty cool quest. It was a lot shorter than I remembered. From what I remembered, it like took ages, but when I done it this time, it was actually pretty quick. 5 quest points and a shed load of XP is going to be pretty sweet. So let's see what levels we get. We get 8,000 agility XP, which brings us up to 33 agility. 5 agility levels, that's pretty sweet. Combat XP lamp. Okay, with this, part of me wants to just put it in magic so I can get 50 magic. The other part of me wants to put it in attack so I can get closer to rune, because I'm still 43k XP. Oh, my prayer ran out. And we have a magic XP lamp, so let's use this. Now we're going to put it in magic, because we need to get 55 anyway for high alch, which is pretty important. Hey, perfect! And that brought us up to level 50 magic and level 60 combat. So that's some major increases in our combat. So, my next plan is I'm going to have a look and decide what weapons and armor I'm going to go for, and then kind of go from there. I'm currently looking at the unlocks for level 50. There is so many of them. Like, this is 49 and 50, but the vast majority of these are all unlocked from level 50. So that's our first level 50 combat stat, which is pretty sick. What I'm thinking of going for is the Iban staff. The reason being, it seems to have a special attack, and it's from a quest, so I'm going to check out the quest and see what the requirements are like. After looking at the Iben staff, I need level 50 agility. I have the rest of the stats needed, so I need to get 17 levels in agility. I probably will work on that, but that's definitely going to be for the next episode. Thank you guys very much for watching this. I just wanted to say before I go, I've been getting a lot of positive feedback on this series, and it's the first series on my YouTube channel, so I didn't really expect that. It was more as just of a hobby, and maybe if some people seen it and enjoyed it and kind of gave them a bit of entertainment and distraction from what's going on right now around the world, that maybe it could help someone out. But it seems to be going really well, and I'm chuffed with how it's going. So thank you guys for the support. I do appreciate it a lot. So cheers for watching, guys, and see you in the next episode.